Hey there YouTube, this is SGM4306, and sorry if my voice sounds a little weird. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. Anyway, I wanted to make a quick video. I had this Solitaire game that my aunt had given me for a present a very, very long time ago, and I've used it a lot. I love this. But the problem is now half the buttons don't actually work, or you have to press really hard on them. And so I've opened it up to see what the problem is. It's basically just two screws, Phillips head screws in the battery bay, and then little plastic tabs. So I used a blunt pocket knife to kind of lever it out. And if I remove these rubber pads, you can see that it's all sticky, and I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's apparently gumming up the actual buttons themselves. It might actually be, now that I think about it, maybe the that black rubber part kind of melting, because the entire rubber pad's kind of sticky, and I never got this wet or anything, so there's no reason that it should be doing that. Definitely see it starting to corrode in some areas. So yeah, a lot of kind of these membrane type buttons can suffer from this. Anything similar like Game & Watches or Tiger Electronics. So I think it's about time that I clean this up. I'll use some isopropyl alcohol, and if it appears there's some corrosion, I might use some vinegar on a Q-tip and just rub that away. And gonna do a quick cleaning of this, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so basically all I had to do was I took a Q-tip with some isopropyl, and I wiped off all that gunk that was sitting on there, and you can kind of see just how disgusting it was. This was all kind of what built up over years and years of actually using it. It just sort of was like if you leave an old rubber band and it kind of turns into like a mush. Sometimes tape belts also do the same thing. It's like the rubber perishing. It's like decomposing, and I think that's what's happening here. The rubber membrane itself is starting to break down, and so all I did was I stuck this in a ultrasonic cleaner for a couple minutes with kind of hot water and, well, not hot, but like pretty warm water and some soap. And I left it in there for about 10 minutes. After it was done, I wiped off each pad independently with some isopropyl to get any like remaining residue off. So these are just drying now. And I'm about to put it back together, but I can definitely see, I'm probably going to go over this a little better. I pretty much just cleaned off the buttons, but everywhere where the rubber was is sticky, so I'm going to need to clean pretty much all the top side board, just to make sure, I get any extra residue, any stickiness off of there, because it's just going to gum up in the future anyway. So yeah, gonna do that, gonna put this back together, and we'll see what happens after I get it all back together. Okay, we're all back together. I finished cleaning everything, dried off. I cleaned the screen too, it was a little bit grubby, because this was sitting in a drawer for quite a while. Actually, the battery contacts look kind of a little bit dingy, so I probably should have cleaned that, but it'll be good enough for testing. I didn't screw everything, I didn't screw the last two screws back in, just clipped it together. Let's see if this works. Okay, screen still works. Sound definitely works. Let's see. There we go. The two biggest problems I had, I remember the deck button wouldn't work and the on deal button wouldn't work. And now you can see it works perfectly. Let me just get that in shot a little bit better. Yeah, you can see everything works. Let's try that. Yeah. Yep. So everything works. I can, let's see. Yep. New game. I can test the other buttons. Okay, timer works. I can just get a game started, and let's see, the suit buttons all work. Yeah, so we're all up and running now. This is good to go for another many years, hopefully, of gaming. Yeah, just a little backstory. I remember my aunt got this for me. She also got me another game, Yahtzee. That one still works perfectly, oddly enough. Um, One of these, like, I think, yeah, RadioShack. These little handheld LCD games, and I played the heck out of this because all I had as a kid growing up were these kind of card-based games, and then I had a Jurassic Park Tiger Electronics, and my sister had the, was it Lion King version, and I'll show that in another video. Maybe I'll do a teardown, actually. That might be pretty cool seeing inside the Tiger Electronics. But yeah, anyway, That's pretty much all we had as a kid up until I was old enough to actually work. Then I started saving money and I bought myself a Game Boy Advance SP, the original front-lit model. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have a similar little electronic game where the buttons aren't working like they used to, just pop them open and use some isopropyl alcohol and a Q-tip and give it a clean, and you'll be surprised. It'll restore it pretty much brand new. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.